Hi everyone, this is Hippy Dippy. We are moving on to number 50 of the anime list. Oh boy, where do I begin? Well, first off, let me just say this. My little snow fairy sugar is what's it called. It's for kids, so I will say right off the bat, do not recommend for older people young teens or teenagers to watch it. But I would like to say this: this anime is really fucking good if you're a kid. You should watch it with your kids. Your parents will love it because there's no villain, there's no blood. There might be a little bit of blood, but there's technically no blood. It's your typical kids anime, and I like it. It's a good kids anime. Um, with that being said, though, there's a couple things that I do not like about it, and I'll get that at the end. But mainly the main story plot goes, because I haven't reviewed it, so I might as well do it, is that Sugar, that's her name, that's why her name's in the title, at the end of the title. Sugar is a snow fairy. She wants to become a snow fairy by finding a twinkle. You already know it's a kid's anime because of this thing. I'm not going to be swearing a lot because that's what this anime is not for. Unless the anime is provocative or sexual or like blood and guts and gore on all over the place. But yeah, this anime deserves to be on the list because of reasons. First off, the Snow Fairy is a good anime. The Sugar is a good Snow Fairy. She's kind of a dimwit somewhat, and she's kind of an airhead of what the situation calls for. She doesn't pick up cues of the main human that can see all the fairies, because she's not the only fairy. There's technically 7 fairies in total. You got her, you got her 2 friends, you got the 2 mischievous dudes who like to use ice and thunder, not snow. It's ice and thunder. And then you also got the two people that are technically, one likes the other one, and the other one is is too much of an airhead to understand that she likes him. Her name is Ginger. She likes the guy who creates wind, I believe. And the fact of the matter is that he's too much of an airhead. He's such an airhead that you can if you were in this show and you liked him, and you were a fairy, because they're all fairies. He would, if you tell him point blank that you love this guy, he would blow you off like a sack of potatoes because he doesn't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because he's a fucking idiot. She actually does that in the anime, which is kind of fucking funny. I apologize for swearing, but I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna swear now because I'm fucking pissed off at that fucking stupid bullshit. Okay. Now then, the fairies, the Sugar has two friends. The other 2 mischievous friends are just here to cause mayhem and be fucking dicks. Okay? Her 2 friends are actually nice guys. One has a trumpet and the other one can talk to animals. I don't know what their powers are, but I know it has something to do with something. But yeah. The thing that they also have their quirks. The girl who talks to animals is really nice and really polite, and the guy who has a trumpet, he's kind of reckless abandon. He goes full frontal assault and stuff. So he's nice. Now then, that's all the fairies. Now then, there's also a guy who teaches them. He's in the old coot. He has a crush on Ginger, but Ginger beats the crap out of him every time, which is fucking hilarious because he keeps following her, which is fucking funny. Okay, and that's pretty much all the fairies. Now the people that are the humans are a different story. I have to say this: the fairies have more complex personality traits than the humans do in this anime. Let me just explain this to you. Okay, that's the only reason why it's at 50 and not in the top, not 100 to 51. Because of the fact that they put more emphasis on the fairies' progression, more so than the other humans in the anime. Because the only human that gets character growth is the main character human, who can see the fucking fairies, because everyone else can't see the fairies. But the thing is, and this is the problem with it, is the fact that the fairies have more complex type of stuff. Except for the humans, which the only humans that have complex stuff are the humans that are the main character and the characters that only show up for like a mini arc or something, which is fucking stupid. Let's see here. Now then, we're gonna go with the main character. Now the main character, she can see. She's the first human who can see sugar, and she gives them a waffle. That's the whole purpose. Is by the way, this is probably one of many animes that is not school. It's in sort of like the medieval times, the settings in the medieval times, because they don't have computers, they don't have any technology, because of the fact that the guy who likes the main character as a human, he wants to build technology and he's trying to be a scientist. Okay. They don't have no phones, they don't have stuff like that, this, that, and the other thing. He's pretty one generic and he doesn't really show up as much. The only thing that he's there for is comic relief and the fact that he just likes to blow shit up. Because he sucks at what he does. Because he's a fucking kid. I mean, seriously, what the fuck are you gonna do? Then you guys two lackeys who are pretty much. You don't really need to know them. They're just there. I mean, the problem with his two lackeys is the fact that the main character, who is a female, she also has two lackeys, but they don't really have that many character traits, just like his two lackeys. I mean, he has more character growth. He has a little more character growth because he's a scientist, and they want emphasis because he has a crush on the main character. But the main problem is that he's not really technically growing as a human being. He's just being a fucking dimwit and blowing shit up. That's the main issue I have with him and his two lackeys. Same goes for the main character's two lackeys. The only other side character that I can get behind is the fact that there's one side character that is the only side character that actually took me off by surprise, is the girl who's rich. I'm thinking she's rich because of the fact that she likes to show off her fucking skills over something completely fucking stupid. She hates the main character, but she likes to laugh a lot. But the main character decides to see all her flaws and still be nice to her because she's too nice of a person. That's what the main character is. Oh, that's what her main character is. Now then, the main character has a lot of issues. First off, she's a major prick to the fucking snow fairy right from the start, and she doesn't begin to start acting nice to her sugar until the 8th or 9th episode. She becomes a massive dick. She throws her out like 3 or 4 times, maybe like 2 or 3 more times, 2 or 3 outside of her house because of the fact that they're trying to find twinkles. All fairies are trying to find twinkles to upgrade to a snow fairy or whatever the hell fairy they are. But the problem is though is the fact her twinkle is in the main character's house and she gets fucking pissed that it's growing in her small fucking piano that she got as a kid. She is really fucking good. I'll explain that when I explain that. Okay. She decides to be a massive prick about it because she doesn't know what the hell she's doing. She also works at a coffee shop where the owner is less of an owner. She's more of an owner than he is because he's too fucking lazy and he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Okay. Now then, the main problem with her is that her mom is dead. I don't know what happened to her father. That's the only problem. I don't know where the hell to her dad. That never gets introduced. That's the other main reason why it's not higher on the list. I only know about her mom. Her mom's dead. I don't know how the fuck she died. They never explained it to me. But I think it has to do with that they got lost in the snow or something. I don't know. But to be frankly honest with her, she lives with her grandmother. And her mom had a piano, but it's at a piano shop. So she decides to play it every time. Now the shopkeeper who works there loves to have her around, but the owner of the store does not like her, and he is a massive fucking prick. Although I feel like that he becomes nicer in a way, but then again that's beside the point. Now then, the piano gets sold, which kind of devastates her to a point where she is crying. She doesn't want to talk to anyone and stuff like that. But the funny thing is the fact that the only reason why she is more happier in the later episodes is because of the fact that the person that bought the piano was the lady who she helped her kid find and bring and like be a mother of her own, so that way she can understand it. She is really fucking good. She acts like more of a mother, and she becomes more tired of that stuff. But that's beside the point. That's the main reason why. Now, why is it on this list if it's a kids anime? Because if I was a kid, I would love to watch this anime. If I was a kid, I would love it with watching with my family if they ever fucking cared. I know my mom would care, but I know my dad would not give a flying fuck, fucking douchebag. But anyway, he I would love this as an anime if I watched it as a kid. Now, the only reason why it's not higher on the list is because it's too kiddish, and because the main reason, the fact of the matter is that there's no main villain in this anime. I mean, the main villain is pretty much the main character, but she's only mean to Sugar for like 8 episodes, and then they're just all buddy up. And it's just your typical kids anime. It's like watching a fucking SpongeBob episode, except for SpongeBob's more. I think SpongeBob is more crazy and lunatic. This is more like peace-loving, fairy trying to be a snow fairy, Sugar. That's the other reason. Now, why does it beat all the rest of the animes on this list? Because all the fairies get all the character development, which is good. I wish they did more with the humans, but that's beside the point. The other issue I have with Sugar Fairy Sugar, the only thing that I like about this and why it beats every other episode is that they have like mini arcs. You would know that an arc is done because it's like an arc. An arc means that the anime has its arc. Like Naruto has like the Tachi versus Sasuke arc, the Orochimaru arc, and stuff like that. Chunin exams arc, like that. This one has mini bursts because there's only 24 episodes of this anime. It's not like 220 like fucking Naruto, you fucking morons. But anyway, because Shonen Jump's like most popular genre of anime, I believe. I don't know, but whatever. But the main reason why this anime, it's how it's structured every episode. Like an arc can be finished up in 1 to 3 episodes, and it keeps you hooked in. If you were a kid, I mean, you'll probably get bored of it, but it does its drama peak great. That's why I believe that it deserves to be on the list, but it does have its issues. First off, the main theme song, I love it to death, but it gets kind of tiring and it gets stuck in your head like it's fucking pancakes and ice cream. That makes no fucking sense! The other issue I have with the anime, and this is the other problem with it, is the lack of soundtrack. It's all peace-loving, stuff like that, this, that, and the other thing. It's not like fucking Run with the Wind where there's a drama piece where it's like fucking epic and something's gonna go down where someone's gonna fucking punch you in the fucking mouth or something. Or Naruto for that matter. But I highly but those are the only 2 issues. I highly recommend you watch this anime with your kids. This anime is probably the only kids anime on the list, and I highly recommend you guys watch it. Okay? I'm Hippy Dippy. I hope you guys have a nice positive day. Take care. And we're on number 49. We're going to number 49. I can't believe we've done 49 of these fucking things. So yeah. Stay positive. And I hope you have a nice positive day. Watch this anime with your kids because you will enjoy it. And there's no blood or guts or mutilation like Higurashi or fucking Alpha Lead or fucking Another or Blood Sea. So yeah, stay positive. It's a good anime to get your kids into anime because there's no plot and summary and stuff. I highly recommend you watch it. I'm Hippy Dippy. Stay positive. That's my motto. Always stay positive and have a nice positive day, or else I'm gonna uppercut you and Hadouken you. I'm terrible with Street Fighter, so you probably kick my ass anyway. So stay positive.